Hello, sir. How are you today?
I am fine. How are you? My name is Dylan. I'm from Canada, and I've been coming to the Philippines for the last 2 years. And out of the last 2 years, I've spent just about a year in the Philippines.
Okay. Do you know Mr. Raffy Tulfo show? Or did you
Yes,
ever watch his show?
I have watched his show.
Did you ever heard about the teacher and student issue?
I have heard about the teacher and student issue. I believe it was a misunderstanding with Mr.
Tulfo.
But I don't agree with what the teachers are trying to do.
Yeah, did you ever see the pictures, a bunch of pictures posted on a social media, particularly on the Facebook, that they want Mr. Tulfo to stop doing what he's doing right now?
I don't agree with that. I think Mr. Tulfo does a lot of help and helped a lot of people over the years. And one mistake shouldn't erase all that.
Okay, how about the one picture shows that they want to increase the salary, something like that? There's a 60 million pesos wants the teachers that Tulpo give it back to them or something like that?
Well, I don't agree with that either. I don't think he's responsible for their wages. He made an honest mistake and he's taken responsibility for it, and he shouldn't be punished for that.
So you are a supporter of Mr. Tulfo.
Yes, I am a supporter.
But that doesn't mean that you are against of teachers.
No, I'm for teachers' rights and all the rest of it, but I don't think it's up to a Mr. Tofu to deal with that or to take any responsibility for that. That's a government or union. I'm not sure what they use here, but it's not his responsibility. It's the Teachers Association or the government's responsibility. From my understanding, he's been the last and only person that's had any results with a lot of these issues that people have come across or found themselves in. And
Okay, how would you rate Raffy Tulfo's in action show from 1 to 10? 1 is the lowest and 10 is the highest.
I would rate it high, 10 probably, because he gets results where other people's efforts and all fallen short and got them nowhere, and they have nowhere else to turn.
So do you think you will need him someday?
Hopefully not. The way things are going now, I don't believe so.
So how
Fine, I haven't had any problems with Filipino community, people, whatever.
or your personal relationship?
My personal relationship is going very well.
So you think your partner is not a gold digger like the other woman?
No, I don't believe she's because I don't have gold.
You staying here for the last 2 years, did you ever encounter issues on the government employees or government offices that
The only issue that I've had is I was told that I had to apply for an identification card, which I was told would take 3 months to get, 2 to 3 months, very close to a year. And they give me phone numbers to call, which no one ever answers, and no one seems to care, or I just keep getting the same thing over and over. But I don't think it's a very important issue that needs to be dealt with. I think it needs to be brought up to the attention of the authorities that need to deal with that, so that it can be fixed. Because I'm sure I'm not the only one.
How much you paid for that ID?
I believe it was 3,000 pesos. But it's not the money issue, it's the fact that they paid it and then nobody seems to care. Well, why did they ask me to get it if they're not going to give it to me? I can't get a bank account, I can't get a driver's license here without that, so I would like it. Because I would like to be able to drive legally. If I stay over a month, I believe, I'm supposed to have either an international or a Filipino driver's license, which I can't get the Filipino license without the ID, and I can't open a bank account without the ID.
And how long supposedly valid for the ID that you're talking about?
The ID is only valid for a year. I don't quite understand why that is, but I could see renewing it, but
so it's gonna be useless because it's almost a year.
By the time I get, it's expired before I even get it.
So what's the point?
So I don't know what's going to happen. Do I get my money back, or do they give me an ID now, or what the deal is? It just seems that nobody cares. The only other thing that I would like to say is I would like to see the police start enforcing traffic violations. I see so many things that are so dangerous, people driving around on motorbikes and sidecars at night with no headlights at all. That's not just a danger to them, it's a danger to other people. People walking, people driving, it's, you know, other people get hurt in accidents, not just the person that's responsible. People speeding, passing inside, outside, all kinds of illegal things happen, and the police don't seem to do or care about any of that. And then I see articles about how many thousands of Filipinos get killed in motorcycle accidents. Well, that's partly why. I think that the driving lessons, actually driving tests, shouldn't be just a piece of paper you fill out, and that they should actually take you on a road test to see that you're actually responsible and careful driver, because that's much more important than being able to answer a few questions. You don't go ask questions when you're driving down the road. You have to pay attention to what's going on around you. And I also think they should enforce, like every other country is now, the use of cell phones and texting and all that while you're driving. It should be totally illegal. And you would look into any other countries, their fines and the penalties for doing that are getting higher and higher because it's so dangerous. Raffy Tulfo in action. He does a lot of good for a lot of people. He brings up a lot of issues that need to be dealt with. It's actually sad that it takes that for some of these things to happen. You know, why aren't the police and the people that are more responsible with police and the barangay captains and all that, why aren't they doing more to help these people? Does it need to be him? It's good that he's there to help people.
So are you gonna watch Tulfo today?
Of course, every day I need to brush up on my Tagalog.
Good.
Lastly, I support Raffy Tulfo in action. I believe he helps a lot of people and is a very useful show. And one day I hope to go to his set and see him in action. Have a lovely day. Bye.